guys, my name's James Tusk. I'm a day gamer and dating coach, and I've been working with Dan for the last 3 years. I'll talk you through kind of, my experience of working with him and what it was like. So I wanted to go full-time into YouTube, set up my channel as a way of getting clients for day game. My model that I decided on was very much content-based, so giving out as much free value as I can, building trust with the audience, and so business would come my way in that sense. And I remember meeting up with Dan the first time, and yeah, very personable guy, listened to what I wanted. Consultation was free, which I thought was really good because he showed me pretty detailed, illustrations of the differences in videos and kind of how to build a channel, ranging from everything from kind of, how to make a viral video to his main mantra, which is as long as you're putting out quality and consistency of content, you're going to get to where you want to go. And yeah, very, very much on hand to answer any questions. And then from that, obviously, the business I do is very much filming content. So he was very good at he's very professional, knew what to do in terms of coming out, filming me, had good equipment, understood the industry I was working in dating very well. This might not be applicable to you guys watching because you're working in different industries, but just his level of professionalism was high. And he's able to kind of get the best out of me in terms of filming as well. He'd be asking me certain things, asking me to redo things if he didn't think it was on point, coaching me through the process of coming across well in camera. And I definitely now, when I look back in terms of, obviously, I've now been doing this full time for 2 or 3 years, Dan filming a lot of that content. And I'm sure I would have improved anyway, but I think definitely in terms of how I was coming across on camera was accelerated by him giving me feedback, making me redo things, giving advice here and there. He was dealing with the editing side of as well, which was always very quick and on point. Listened to what I needed, like a tin of Ronsel paint, does what he said on the tin. So in that sense, he's been great. And yeah, just generally kind of being there as a kind of, I think as a sounding board has been very important for me. I work in an industry which in the UK, and I'm sure it resonates if anyone's watching this from the US and Australia, is quite, we live in sensitive times. And so what he's been very good at is basically me, being a sounding board for different ideas, and kind of providing the voice of reason sometimes, maybe when I've overstepped the mark and done things that maybe being a bit on the borderline might get flagged up on YouTube. He's always been the first to say, hey, come on, what about this idea? Never forcing, but just suggesting, which I found very helpful. So in that sense, he's very good as a kind of a sounding board, I'd say. And in helping me grow my channel, there were periods of time where I worked with him for 5 or 6 months here and there, where he took more of a kind of, strategic role in like what kind of videos we should be producing, how to grow a channel, what sort of things might go viral, and just having a very detailed knowledge of what he does. I think the other thing which I've learned from him as well, he made a product on Udemy, which he gave me access to for free. But he goes through the YouTube SEO, which obviously YouTube is an incredibly viewed platform. I think it's, I don't know, 3 billion people around the world watch it or something like that. It's some crazy stats. So, I think the SEO, the actual how to get your video out there, especially in a kind of cramped market like I work in, is quite paramount to success. So him actually teaching me the ropes with that was very important for me. And yeah, well, I mean, I can't sing his praise enough, really. Always on hand, always reliable, always there as a good professional sounding board. Great with the editing, great with the SEO, great as a cameraman. So, whatever I know, I'm not sure exactly in what context you'll be viewing this, but I guess whatever context you come across this interview for, or this kind of review of his services for the last 2 years I can't recommend him highly enough. He's very well versed in what he's doing. He's always keeping up to date with the latest kind of updates in the industry as well, and how YouTube operates and the differences in algorithms. So you can be sure that even if you're watching this video, a few months after I filmed it, that he's going to be up to date with whatever the current situation is. So yeah, for those of you watching, he is the man, CameraDan, the man, with his Superman on his t-shirt, his branded t-shirt, which he'll have probably shoved shamelessly in your face like an unwanted sausage by this stage. carts. I mean, yeah, but anyway, no, all jokes aside, really good guy. What can I say? Yeah, really good guy, very professional, and he is your man in terms of anything to do with YouTube, I think, and also understanding how things all link together, whether that's Patreon, whether that's Facebook, you know, and all this type of remit. But yeah, if you guys need to get in touch for a second opinion, then I'm sure Dan will provide my details, and you can drop me an email, jamestusk@projecttusk.com, jamestusk@project-tusk.com. If you need, you know, if you want to talk to me on the phone about my experience working with Dan, because it's been an in-depth for a while now. So yeah, good stuff.